This one's a python, and as you see, he won't bite because he can't eat me, and he doesn't feel scared. I don't scare him, so he won't bite, and he hasn't got venom. Now that's a python, but it's very difficult from a distance to tell a python from a. You might have to cut him. He's biting my neck. I'm serious.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, if I watch the telly, I should be able to. Can you get a close in on this?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, look at that.
Oh, it's gonna let go, yep. Perfect.
Did that hurt?
No. Sorry about that.
I know, I saw it.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks.
I'm sorry, what? Oh, sorry.
Happy summer.
Huh?
What did you put on? Happy summer.
Happy summer.
Yeah, you got 6 days left.
I feel so bad for people like that. I mean, I think they're pretty harmless. Like, it just makes me so sad. I would have bought him a Crunchwrap, but he had a whole bag of food. So, there's that.
This is where Marie Antoinette got her cheeks clapped. Wondrous place to get your back blown. This is where her husband would have scranned her cake all those years ago. They got married at 14 and 15 and people would have surrounded them when they got into bed, and that's known as the bedding ceremony. They wanted to make sure that teenage marriage was consummated, but all they had to do was lift up the sheets, ensure that their legs touched. That's all they fucking knew how to do for the first 7 years of the marriage, because it took them that long to pop out of bed. It got so bad that Marie Antoinette's brother had to come from Austria to tell Louis how to do a pump and dump on his sister. Maybe Louis just got a bit of stage fright because her mum and her brother were always watching. Also, the Queen's bed was always bigger than the King's because the King would come to the Queen's room and use that as the shag pad. To the left of the bed, there's this secret doorway, and that helped Marie Antoinette when she had to do a cheeky runner on October 6, 1789, when the Povils were finally absolutely sick of eating grass and getting dysentery and that. So we're gonna storm revolutions and stuff and do the likes of stuff, and that was the French Revolution, and that happened, and then Napoleon came along and that was good in stuff. Yeah.
Vem cá, tcheca por cima de mim, pode sentar com essa bunda, 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 senhora pra cá, pode sentar com essa bunda, 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 senhora pra cá.
Messy, and I'm sick of y'all trying it. Bitch got receipts, but ain't never finna buy shit. Sorry, hoes hate me cause I'm the it girl. I ain't never asked to be.
Miss. Hi, miss.
Yes.
Would you like $1, or do you want to double it and give it to the next person?
Give me the dollar.
I'm saying, do you want the dollar, or do you want to double it and give it to the next person so the next person gets $2?
Give me the dollar. You said if I want $1.
No, you're not getting $1. So I'm enjoying my little seafood boil, and I'm like, I'm getting to the bottom. I don't see no potato. Why the fuck is there a gigantic potato in here? One huge ass potato.
So my boyfriend is light skinned, and when we go out in public, I feel like our aesthetics don't match very well.
So my boyfriend's a white and gang related even, and I'm like a queen, quiet, soft, put together girl.
This is what I listened to when I was in prison, front to back, but I won't mess up a lyric from this project.
You know all the lyrics of this song? To this album?
Yeah, but I think Back to You is my favorite song. Listening to her voice, it was so calm, and the music I listened to was very slow. She have an angelic voice. Ariana Grande has an angelic voice that just could calm anybody to me. And I'm such a huge fan.
I'm so excited that Taylor Swift gets to be small girl with Travis Kelce, because he is large boy and gets man, and now she has a large boy. But I do worry, Travis, I don't know if you've thought this through, but if you hurt Taylor's feelings, you gotta get on the planetary shuttle with Elon. Because you can't be, I don't think that you could safely be on this planet if you hurt her feelings, okay? You just make a little take. Let her be small girl.
The thieves known as Cat's Eye broke into the world's most visited museum in broad daylight before escaping on scooters with 8 extremely valuable items of jewelry. Cars said no one was protected from criminals like Cat's Eye, not even the Louvre.
This is how to scratch your cookie nonchalantly at school.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Jesus! Oh, you. Thanks for picking me up.
Yeah, no worries. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Here you go.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, okay.
Hey guys, I need your help. Would these pants look good on me? What do you think? I don't know. Would these shirts look good on me? What do you think? I don't know. Would these nuts fit in your mouth? What do you think? I don't know, but we could give it a try. Got your ass.
Being nice was my pastime, but I've been hurt for the last time. And I would never let another person take advantage of me. The anger burns my skin, 3rd degree. Now my blood's boiling hotter than a fiery scene. There's nobody getting close to me. They're gonna bow to the evil queen. Your nightmare's my dream. Just wait until they fall to my wicked schemes. I never thought of myself as me. I was nothing like being a queen. And that's no way to see. Cause if I can't have that, then I will be leader of dark and fat. There was a devil on my shoulder with angels who see. And he's calling me the queen of me. The queen of me. The queen of me. Something's calling me. It's so magnetic. My body is moving. Not sure where I'm headed. All of my senses have left me defenseless. The darkness around me is promising vengeance. The price that I'm willing to pay is expensive. There's nothing to lose when you're lonely and friendless. So my only interest is showing this princess that I am the queen and my reign will be endless. I want what I deserve. I want to rule the world. Keep talking walls and it hurt. It's finally my turn.
So you already know that I'm a fat girl who loves to eat, so come eat with me at Winter Schnitzel. Hostess shakes. Oh, I have to try them. First, we have the Twinkie shake. It tastes like a vanilla shake with a little something to chew on. Next, we have the Ding Dong shake. How does it taste?
Tastes like a chocolate ice cream bar.
Next, I have some jalapeno poppers. And listen. One thing Winter Schnitzel does right is a jalapeno popper. Next, I have the bacon and ranch bird dog. So I believe it's a chicken tender. And he got a chili cheeseburger. Is it good?
Oh, it's good.
You know those TikToks that say, I'm keeping Winter Schnitzel in business? No, literally, I'm keeping Winter Schnitzel in business.
I heard you was a nasty whore. That's why I'm singing on the floor. But y'all don't really care for bathing, do ya? Well, it goes like this, you dirty bitch. I smell your pussy on your fingertips. I'm baffled, bitch. You got a stinky coochie. Stinky coochie. Stinky coochie. Stinky coochie.
What's up? It's Ariel De Jesus, your blindfold tattoo artist. Today we're doing a $100 blindfold tattoo. State your name and where you're from.
Nicole, Florida.
And what were the 3 subjects you chose?
Watercolor, Disney, and spooky.
Alright, y'all. She told me spooky, so I had to give her that dream catcher, you know? You can take that blindfold off, check it out, see how you like it.
Oh, wow. I love it.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I know you wanted a cover up, so I tried my hardest,
yeah,
you know?
covered it mostly up.
She don't know what she doing. This bitch just giving it out. What the hell? Girl that a wham in a circle, even if it look make it jump like a hurdle. Girl that a wham in a circle, even if it look make it jump like a hurdle.
And you are.
Break up with your girlfriend, with your girlfriend. Hey, 'cause a boy is a boy.
Ancestors, hear my plea. Help me not to make a fool of me.
10% of all abortions are blacks. Why are you okay with that?
Why are you okay with dictating what the black community should do? Now Charlie Kirk should decide what the black community does?
Something can't register the pain, it's okay to torture something?
Correct, if it can't register the pain.
If it's not your DNA, why should it be your choice?
Exactly, it's not your DNA, so why are you choosing for these women?
How do these other women get pregnant then?
Huh? You want me to explain sex
of-
to you?
No, I'm asking
I can
you.
explain sex to you. I know you're newly married.
So why are you seemingly indifferent with the millions of Americans that are being killed?
Because they're not Americans. You have to be born on U.S. soil to be an American. Again, you prove my point.
Are you okay with abortions for people that found out they are pregnant with Down syndrome children?
Fetuses with Down syndrome or fetuses without Down syndrome are not children, so you're going to a specific within the whole, but I'm arguing that all of them. How old are you, Charlie?
27.
27. How come you didn't say 28?
Because I'll be 28 in 2 weeks.
But if life begins at conception, you're 10 months older than that, and you actually are 20. Do you truly, in your heart of hearts, truly believe that this is a human being? This,
Without a doubt.
without a doubt,
Yes.
this is a dolphin fetus. This is a human fetus. Look how similar they look, but quite different. In life, do you confuse dolphins for human babies often?
Fixation with sperm is like creepy and kind of weird,
Your
honestly.
fixation with women's wombs is creepy and kind of weird.
No,
so I'm just trying to
actually,
even it out.
unique.
So is sperm, and so is eggs, and so is everything. Dolphins are unique.
Holocaust that's happening in our country. So for
Say a
you,
Holocaust again, you're gonna have a problem with me because again,
well,
my family died in that.
then trust the 1,000 OBGYNs.
I don't know who they are. There's millions
Well,
of OBGYNs out there.
The 1,000 say you're wrong.
And the 100 million others say that
So
I'm right.
if there's 1 million abortions every single year, do you think that's too many or not enough?
I think it's whatever the mother decides with her own family is the right move for their life, and it's none of our damn business.
Out of convenience.
But convenience is a word you use to frame it as somebody being irresponsible. Not being ready to bring
Hold
a
on.
child into
So-
this world is not convenience, it's smart family planning. You're forcing them to have it and sticking them further and further in poverty with no effort and no funding to help lift them out of that. But you care so much about babies that you think are dolphins. Bible's beautiful, but it's allegories. So if you're going to take the specific words and say it's some kind of scientific book, it's not a scientific book. It's a good moral
No, it's
guide.
the word of God, Ben.
In your opinion.
What happens to an unfertilized egg?
The sperm dies, and what happens to a pregnancy that doesn't go to term? It dies. Your point is what?
95% of all abortions in this country are done out of economic convenience. Do you think that's okay?
Economic convenience is such a stupid, backwards, low IQ phrase for you to use. What you actually mean is they cannot possibly afford the $1 million it will take to raise a child that you can afford because you were born into privilege. Do you have any friends who've ever had an abortion?
Yes.
Why are you friends with murderers?
What on earth are you talking about?
You said you have friends who've had abortions and you believe abortion is
No,
murder.
let me
So
be
why
clear.
are you friends with murderers?
I'm glad abortionists are the ones doing the
No.
procedure.
You can
They
hire
are
a
lied-
hitman, can't you?
They are lied
If you hire
to.
a hitman, are you
They
guilty
are
of murder?
deceived.
They hired a murderer, in your opinion.
Yes.
So you're friends with murderers. Why? Why don't you call 911 and never talk to them again?
Well, do I have compassion for
For
many of these women
murderers?
because they regret what
You
they
have
what they
compassion
had?
for murderers.
What are your kind of opinions on ghouls?
Ghouls, just generally speaking.
Generally ghouls.
Well, if they came here legally, I wouldn't care. You know what I mean? Obviously, I wouldn't care. Just go through the process like everyone else.
Due process.
Yeah,
Fucking-
obviously.
Oh my God! Build the wall. That's what I'm saying.
We wouldn't need that, right?
And who set that system up?
I'm fucking with them.